Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to be looking at the Bethesda Elder Scrolls for Oblivion Remaster. We're going to be on their official website today. It'll be linked down in the description if you'd like to check it out for yourself. So, I watched the reveal stream for the Oblivion Remastered. Their page is now up, and it is available now, which is crazy. Going to be available on Game Pass, Xbox, Windows, Steam, PS5. It's available on everything. I'm literally downloading it on Game Pass right now. So yeah, we're just gonna go through their website, go through their blurbs, and then just see it. The stream went very well in my opinion. I think Bethesda are one of the companies. While I can have disagreements of how other things are going, their presentations I think are getting better and better every time they do it. They really know how to go with the flow and just continue showing cool things. Now, the actual games themselves, we can disagree or we can argue or have a discussion about whether or not those games are good or not, but I do think that the presentation for those games are very well done. Just before we get into it, I'd like to remind everyone, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and once we do, I'll be doing a Q&A video, so if you're interested in that, please subscribe. Comment down below what you guys think about this Oblivion remaster. I personally think it's really cool. The pricing is a little unfortunate, but I think considering how much they actually did, it is justified. And I understand some people being upset about that, but they really did a lot, so it's understandable. Comment down below what you guys think. From the Ashes, a Hero Arises. That was score for Oblivion Remastered, modernized the 2006 Game of the Year with all the new stunning visuals and refined gameplay, exploring the vast land of Rodil like never before. Stop the forces of Oblivion from overtaking the land in one of the greatest RPGs ever from the award-winning Bethesda Game Studios. Yeah, I mean, just look at these. Let's see what happens. I click this. Yeah, just look at these screenshots. The screenshots look so good. And even during the stream, it looked amazing. And it's just really interesting to see that they can do this whole, underneath is their engine, and on top of it is the Unreal Engine, because the Unreal Engine looks a lot better than their engine. I think it's the Gamebryo engine, I think, if I remember correctly. The Gamebryo engine has a lot of problems, but one of the things that is really useful for it is that it's very moddable, and it's what Bethesda knows how to create with all their worlds. But the problem is that the engine looks bad. And unfortunately there's a lot of bugs with it as well. So I'm hoping that maybe they can do this for new games. Like, this is a test bed to see if they can actually do this, to have the Gamebryo engine be the brain. Like, they said this during the presentation, is like the Gamebryo engine is the brain and the Unreal Engine is the brawn. So like the visuals and like animations, I think, are the Unreal Engine, but the game logic is the Gamebryo engine, their engine. So if they can continue doing this, that's going to be really interesting. So, rediscover Cryodil. Journey through the rich world of Tamriel and battle across the plains of Oblivion, where handcrafted details of them meticulously recreated to ensure each moment of exploration is awe-inspiring. Navigate your own story, from the noble warrior to the sinister assassins, wizard and sorcerer and scrappy blacksmith. Forge your path to play the way you want. I mean, that's just, every Elder Scroll game is amazing at that, honestly. Like, everyone can have their different opinions on which Elder Scroll games is the best, but no matter what, all of them do this very well. And personally for me, I've actually only played Skyrim. I've never played Morrowind, and I've never played Oblivion. This is the first time I'm ever going to be playing Oblivion, and it's going to be really interesting to me. So it's going to be an experience for me, because this is the first time I've ever played it, and the only other one I've played is Skyrim, and technically I played Elder Scrolls Online for a little bit, but that's definitely a different style, because that's an MMO. Experience an epic adventure, step aside a universe bursting with captivating stories, and encounter an unforgettable cast of characters. Master swordcraft and wield powerful magic as you fight to save Tamriel from the Daedric invasion. Nice. The complete story. Experience everything Oblivion has to offer with previously released story expansions, Shivering Isles, Knights of the Nine, and additional downloadable content included in the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remaster. That's the really nice part. All DLC is included with the standard edition. They do have a deluxe edition, which we'll see down below, and it does add some more stuff, but it's mostly cosmetic. And it's very funny because it includes horse armor DLC, which is hilarious, considering the whole horse armor DLC debacle that happened when Oblivion first came out. And this is the little tour thing. I'm not sure what happens when I press play here. Okay, that's just a cut down version of the stream they had before. And this is all the media that they had. All these screenshots look great. We can watch. Let's watch the official trailer they did. I'm not gonna watch it with sound, so I'll be talking over it, but because YouTube can be weird about that. But just looking at this, it looks amazing. I think that's the biggest thing is that this remaster really, I mean, honestly, it might even remaster might be giving like not enough credit. It does kind of feel like a full remake in terms of at least the graphics and animations. Because I understand that they did do some tweaking to the gameplay, but it's mostly just Oblivion. I think the more changes they did was to the leveling, because if I remember correctly, the people who play Oblivion, like the leveling can be a little broken sometimes with the level scaling and how the enemies deal with the level scaling was a little weird and funky, but it just looks amazing. The game looks amazing. That's the intro cutscene, if I remember correctly. I've seen the intro cutscene of Oblivion before. It just looks so much better than it used to be, of course, because it's been like almost 20 years. But it's just insane how well they were managed to recreate this and hopefully still feel like Oblivion. I think that's the biggest thing, is that it still needs to feel like Oblivion while looking a lot better, because like the Elder Scroll games, including Skyrim and Morrowind, all of them have a unique feel to them, all being different from each other. So I hope that the game still feels like Oblivion for the people who have played it before. I, unfortunately, when I play it myself, I don't know what the original Oblivion feels like. So it's going to be an all new experience to me. Like I said, the only real the only real point that I have for it is Skyrim. That's the only point of reference I have is Skyrim. Sorry, I got distracted by watching the trailer and I forgot and I like lost my train of thought. But yeah, it looks really good. And I must say they must be really proud of this of let me see if I can find her. The tree like being. I don't know what they're called, unfortunately. They've shown her so many times, though. In all the marketing, I've seen it every time. Where is she? I think she's coming up soon. She's there every time. I think there's a screenshot of her, too. Yeah, this character. She's there every time. It's probably, to be fair, her model is also one of the big ones they upgraded, so it makes sense. But yeah, like these screenshots look amazing. The magic looks really cool too. Yeah, look, there she is again. She's always there. I wonder if she's an important character or something like that, because I don't actually know who that is. I don't know what the creature is either. But it looks amazing. I'm really curious if they're going to start doing this style of remake to the other Bethesda games as well. I know there's rumors going around that Fallout 3 is also in the works with that, which is really cool. I really hope something like New Vegas can get remade like that. Morrowind as well. Like, honestly, I'd be down for all the Fallout games other than like Fallout 4. Because Fallout 4 is modern enough. I don't think you need to remake that game. But everything below that, a remake or a remaster will really do those games well, especially the Fallouts, because Fallout 3 and New Vegas are notorious for being just broken and buggy and really hard to play on modern systems. So just remastering them so it's easier to play on a current system, whether it be console or PC, it would be amazing for the games. So I think it'd be really nice. But Fallout 3, I think, is definitely, it's rumored and I think it's pretty clear that they will do this, which is really nice. So I'm really hopeful for the future of these style of remasters, especially if they can do the similar thing with the Gamebryo being the brain and the underlying engine of game mechanics, and then the Unreal Engine being the graphics. Yeah, so these are the two editions. The standard edition includes all the DLC and the downloadable content, and the deluxe edition adds horse armor and a couple of skins, which is cool, and also adds an art book, which is cool, and a soundtrack, which is nice. Definitely cool for the hardcore fans, and I'm glad that the standard edition still includes all the DLCs and everything so you don't miss out. You just miss out on the extra stuff, which I feel like, you have to be a pretty hardcore fan to want a digital art book and all that type of stuff, and I'm not saying that as like a down thing, but or to put someone down, but I'm just saying, like, I'm glad that the standard edition still comes with the DLC and you don't have to fork over more money for DLC that is like 15 years old, basically almost 20, and it's also on all the consoles, Steam, and Game Pass, which is insane. Like for instance, I said I'm literally downloading the game right now on Game Pass. Though the deluxe edition is not on Game Pass, but you can get an upgrade. You can buy an upgrade with it. But I'll be not getting an upgrade. I'm not huge. I don't need it. I'm just down with the actual game itself and all the DLCs. I don't care. I personally don't care about the extra stuff. And I'm just excited. This is a interesting new way for Bethesda to continue to releasing stuff because, like, let's be honest, Elder Scrolls 6 isn't coming anytime soon. Like, Starfield came out a year ago and they only really started working on Elder Scrolls 6 after Starfield. So we're still at least another 4, maybe 5 years away from it at best, I feel like. So Elder Scrolls 6 isn't coming out anytime soon. So these remakes slash remasters is a really good way to keep the ball rolling for Bethesda to keep releasing stuff and keep people interested. Because if you just wait, if you go dark for 5 years, now to be fair, they are Bethesda and it's Elder Scrolls, so I don't think the hype would necessarily be dead, but it's be nice to remind people and try to gain new fans for the next edition, you know? Because I think one of the big things is that Skyrim came out and it was really huge, but that was like over 20 years now, I feel like, because it came out in like 2012 or 2011. I feel like even sooner. So it's been a long time. Actually, no, it's been like 10 years. Sorry. It's been a really long time since Skyrim first came out, and I know that it was re-released on basically every console in existence. But there's always new fans. You can always grab new fans, and doing these re-releases of the older games too, with the very pretty graphics, is really nice to try to gain even more people into Elder Scrolls. Because I think even though I can have my personal differences with how Bethesda does their games, that doesn't mean I don't think they're bad games. You know, so I just really think this is a great idea, and I hope they do the Fallout series next. Because I personally am way more into Fallout than Elder Scrolls, but that doesn't mean I'm still not excited for this one. I am going to be playing it literally as soon as I can. Thank you everyone for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe to the channel if you can. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and once we do, I'll be doing a Q&A video. If you're interested in that, please subscribe. If you'd like to follow me on other platforms, I have a Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, and a Threads. If you'd like to check me out any of those social media platforms, I'm going to be going and playing Oblivion Remastered on my Twitch if you'd like to check me out over there. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye, everyone.